Welcome back to Mass Appeal. Our series on herbs A through Z continues today. We're talking about herbs that begin with the letter O. Joining us with more as she has this whole series long, Carol Joyce, the owner of White Buffalo Herbs. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Pleasure to be here.
We're starting with one I said to you during the commercial break. That's not an herb. Oats can be an herb.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
What can you do with oats, and what are some of their medicinal properties?
Well, oats, of course, are great for oatmeal.
Yep, fiber.
Oats as a drink or a tincture. You take oats and you can do a tea. There's a recipe online. You take oats and nettles. Maybe.
Oats and nettles. If the
and
bag
mix it
can
together. If the bag can open, we'll just stick a few in here for now. There we go. And some nettles. Oats are very moisturizing. They're used to moisturize very private places.
Oh, okay. Places that we probably don't want to.
No, we don't want to talk about.
It's a
But you
morning
could
show.
have a bowl of oatmeal or a drink of oats and nettle tea every day,
Really?
and it helps your mucus membranes. It helps with colds.
Now we
It's
have
really,
some of
really
this,
yummy.
right?
Yes.
Now, how do you open this?
Sorry, fancy.
This is very fancy. This is above my pay grade right
There we
here.
go.
All right, here we are.
That's already iced. I made it up for you.
Oh, now,
And
so
this has a pinch of mint. I like to add a little bit of mint in it when I make it for
looks
myself.
like I'm celebrating my Friday with a nice glass of bubbly.
It tastes very good. It's
Oh,
really
good. All right, I'm going to take a sip right about now.
You're not afraid?
There it is. All right. That tastes good.
There you go.
Let's move on.
All
What do we
right.
have here? Our next
Oregano.
Oregano.
And everybody knows oregano to be a marvelous perennial herb that adds a bit of pizza flavor. It's an Italian flavoring
Yeah.
herb. So you can dry it. I love to chop it up and add it to sauces of all different kinds. And it's also very, very good for your tummy.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a wonderful herb. So people
okay.
use it.
So
a whole
if
lot.
you're feeling a little bit unsettled, you have it just down it? Do we fry it up, steer it up? How do we do
I like it as a tea.
it? Okay.
Or add it fresh. You do 1 tablespoon of fresh herb to a cup of water, or you add it into your food, or a teaspoon of dried. When it's dried, it's much stronger, and it's called Joy of the Mountain.
It seems like you can put anything into a tea. Like, you name it, make a tea out of it.
Sometimes it doesn't taste very good.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Oak bark.
Oak bark.
From the oak tree.
Really?
White oak, and that's bark. You add 100 proof vodka.
All right.
Always wonderful.
Yeah, for any occasion.
And cap it, steep it for 6 weeks, and strain it. It'll be a tincture for you.
Now, okay,
And
tinctures are hyper-concentrated products, and what are their purpose?
the extract is taken internally for this one for bad gums, gingivitis.
Really?
To help, it's an astringent. You can use it as a gargle for mouthwash if your mouth is swollen. Oak bark is used for a lot of things. It's also used internally for varicose veins. So,
Varicose?
things that need to be brought down that are swollen.
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We'll
There
be
you go.
healthier in no time. Lastly, the oldie but goodie.
Onion.
And you saved it for last
I did
so that we won't
because
cry.
I didn't want to make you cry. I'll just cut it in half for now. Well, maybe I won't. What I wanted to show you was you could use this as a poultice.
And poultice, we talked about this also during the commercial break. A poultice is something that you put on yourself like a salve.
You are so amazing. You know all this stuff.
I just listen.
You can chop it up and wrap it up in a cloth and put it on a swelling, an abrasion. It's great for boils and the old-fashioned carbuncles, things that need to come to a head, or a bee sting, or if you have a really deeply embedded splinter.
So
and you
you're-
want to draw it out.
So you're telling me, and make sure I get this right, if let's just say I have a splinter or a bee sting, don't freak out,
Right.
don't run to the medicine cabinet,
Grab an onion.
grab an onion,
Cut it in half.
Cut it in half.
Stick it in the microwave for about a minute and a half, and make sure it's not too hot. Scoop out the middle and put it right over this thing that you want to draw out. The bee stinger, the splinter.
and by
Bring
drawing
something
out,
to a head.
You're talking literally.
It'll
actually
literally
help,
come out.
and then you utilize the tweezers to take it out
Yeah.
and all that good stuff.
Yep. And you probably don't know, but when you do cut your onion, cut it with the faucet running, the cold water, and your eyes won't water. And when you're done, wash your hands with a stainless implement under running water, like
Really?
like a flatware spoon or whatever, and your hands won't smell of onion.
As long as we're giving out onion tips. One of my first jobs, I was a chef, and I had to make onion rings all the time. Ski goggles. You wear ski
Oh, what a
goggles?
great idea.
Works
Might
like a
look a
charm.
little weird,
You
but-
look like an idiot, but it really gets the job done. So here we go. Herbs that start with O, and now we have just, this is our tea with oats and nettles.
Yes.
So much more. Thank you so much. Next week, P?
Yes.
All right, I love it. By the way, if you want to follow our complete series on herbs A through Z online, all you have to do is go to our website, mymassappeal.com. Now,